How's it going, everyone? My name is Sammy. You can call me Sam. And today is going to be the start of, I suppose, something pretty special. I'm going to be starting a new channel, and it's going to be about Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra. If you don't know who I am, I was top 100 in the last beta. I mainly played as Deborah, Bojack, Caulifla, Baby, with a Frieza as well, and Zamasu, and I suppose I did pretty well because I did top 100. So yeah, we today are going to be watching a video by a good friend of mine, TXP Azukama. I just call him Azu, and I asked him permission beforehand to react to the video, and he said yeah. So we're gonna be reacting to how to play Daima Goku for Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra. And if you don't know who Azukama is, of course, I recommend his channel. He's going to be doing a lot of Genshin Squadra. He's obviously doing a little playthrough about how to play every single character in Genshin Squadra. He's already done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos already. He's going to need to hurry up a little before the game releases, but other than that, he's been doing very well for himself, and I'm pretty proud of him. And of course, at the end of the day, because this is his video, please make sure to like his video and subscribe. Let me follow my own advice here. And there you go. We're going to react to this video. I'm going to give my thoughts on Daima Goku. See if Azu missed anything in his video. And yeah, that's what we're going to do.
TecXpansion.
I'm pretty sure he made this all by himself. So, I feel like you're props. This is really well done. But congrats to him. Now, this beginning part is just going to be the introduction of the character. I'm not sure if in every video I'm going to show the introduction of the character, or I'm just going to skip through to Azu's explanation of the character. But I guess because this is my first ever video, let's just see what Daima Goku is all about. There's barely been any gameplay of him, so let's see it. So yeah, that was a lot in a pretty short time, but Azu is gonna explain it for us, and I will explain it to you as well, how you should use Daima Goku, and we even have the concept for the character, a hero who skillfully keeps enemies at mid-range, rush in with a flurry of power pole attacks, and maneuver alongside Pansy and Glorio, who we saw in the trailer. As passive is Battle Gear. Strike damage gradually increases while engaged in battle. Fighting a hero with a higher level than yours will accelerate the damage increase. In my opinion, this passive is very, very powerful. Why? Because it means a couple of things. One, Daima Goku is just going to be able to stay in the fight. He doesn't even practically need to level up due to the fact that he gets power from facing leveled up enemies. So the strategy for Daima Goku is probably going to be very, very aggressive. Plus, this passive stacks pretty well with his auto attacks, which you will see in a bit why. Let's talk about his rush attack. Attacks while wielding the power pole. The pole's range is gradually increased during the attack. This range will reset if the attack is interrupted. You may think this is not very powerful. This is more powerful than you can imagine. Believe me. The range goes from mediocre to insane very fast. We'll see if Azu explains it for us. And we have a little bit gameplay video. Appreciate that, Azu. And he recommends to position towards enemy spawns and choke the enemy out. This is advice for practically any character in the entire game. A very good piece of advice for new players is focus on zoning. Zoning is going to be what makes someone who comes into the game bad or someone who comes into the game good. There's going to be zoning. Very, very important to know your zoning with any character, especially a ranged character. And technically, DAIMA Goku is a bit of a ranged character since, believe me, the auto attack ranges quite a lot. So, yeah. Increased range allows you to gap enemy, making it easy to hit them or hard to hit you. This is true for every single ranged character in the entire game. This is what I'm talking about with zoning. With ranged characters, you do not want to be up close. You want to be at range, obviously, because they're ranged characters. But believe me, that may sound simple. A lot of people do not play it like that. They play ranged characters as melee characters. Then they ask, why don't they do so good? It's because you're not supposed to be in melee range. Use your range to your advantage. Zoning, very and very important. Watch for health. As you are on the lower side of HP, recovery will be more frequent. This is true for practically, again, any ranged character in the entire game. Ranged characters face lower HP as a result from being ranged. Just be careful on the HP. Again, zoning, very important because you're low HP. You can die pretty quickly to burst attacks. Some characters have very good burst. Trunks, 18. Be very careful, especially early game. Skill number 1, Pansy Wasabi Bomb. Pansy throws a wasabi bomb at the targeted location. The wasabi bomb will explode after a set amount of time has passed. The farther away the set location, the longer it will be until the explosion. You can move the bomb by hitting it with a rush attack. Enemies caught in the explosion will suffer continuous damage, which means damage over time. The wasabi bomb will explode upon being hit by a power pole dance and will unleash a larger explosion with increased AoE if hit by lightning bolt. Power pole dance. In this instance, Mini Goku uses Pansy with the Glory skill. Pansy's ability is meant to be used with another similar to Goku's Kaioken. If you don't know what Goku's Kaioken is, when the game releases, you are, because everyone is going to have access to Goku. And Goku's Kaioken is basically a way to burst, or not to burst, sorry, to maximize Goku's other skills. So Goku's Kamehameha, what you actually see him doing right here, can be boosted by Kaioken. And Goku also has a lunge, which can be boosted by Kaioken. And he has his ult, maybe the best ult in the entire game, can be boosted by Kaioken. So that Goku actually works pretty similar in terms of you're trying to use the bomb first, and then you're trying to activate the additional effects. Now, the additional effects obviously differ based on who activates the bomb. If you use dance, it activates differently than if you use Glorio skill. So yeah, important to realize when you should use a certain skill over the other. In this case, Glorio will activate a bigger AoE, which is pretty good because the AoE here actually does not reach Goku. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Goku is just gonna die due to Glorio. It actually does happen, but it happens because Glorio actually hit the bomb. Actually, I don't even think Goku. I don't think Goku died to the bomb. He just died to Gohan. But believe me, he would have died anyways. So good usage by Diamond Goku. By doing this, Mini Goku created the wider AoE. So if Gohan wasn't there to help out the Goku, Mini Goku would have killed either way. So very good. Pansy's bombs can travel before detonation. However, the user did not get the intended result. In a proper situation, let's say your enemy is just out of range for your range rush attack. This is basically exactly what you want to do as Diamond Goku, by the way. You want to maximize his range. This is for every ranged character in the entire game. This is what you're going to want to do. See the circle that you have? That is your auto attack range. And you want to maximize it. So always just let the enemy be at the very, very corner of your AoE circle. You should not let the enemy be as close to here and above. They should not be here. They should be here. Maximize your range. It allows you to stay alive longer. Staying alive longer means more DPS. More DPS means kills. It means this Goku has no chances of surviving. Very, very good. And Azu is probably going to explain some usages for Panzer Bomb right here. In this situation, the enemy is escaping, probably to go heal under tower. Let's see what Azu recommends. You could use a rush attack to kick Pansy's bomb, which is true. If you deploy Pansy's bomb, you do a little AO, or not an AoE attack, I'm sorry. If you do the rush attack with Goku, he can knock it, kind of like a soccer ball almost, and it will kick to the enemy. And it will probably be a snipe almost. Glorio Lightning Bolt. Glorio calls down lightning upon the nearest enemy or wasabi bomb in range. Enemies or bombs near the bolt will be struck by chain lightning, and the damage inflicted will increase with each connected strike. Basically, Glorio is a big AoE. And if you don't want to use him with a wasabi bomb, well, you can use him in a situation like this, like how the game changed. This can be used to chain with Pansy's bomb ability, or used to target large gatherings of players / NPCs. This is true. And remember, because of Glorio's effect, the more enemies he hits, the more damage he does. So it's going to be very good. Most of the time, you're probably going to want to wait for multiple enemies to use Glorio. Or if not, you probably just use Pansy Bomb with Glorio. Let's say you just use Pansy Bomb as hit somebody and do damage. But by using Glorio's Lightning Strike, amplify the area effect tremendously and the damage, which is true. Most of the times you will probably, if you have Glorio active, and if you're only facing one enemy, this is probably the combo that you're going to try to do if they try to get away. And that should lead to a pretty nice snipe. if you're in a situation where multiple enemies are stacked up, lightning will attack multiple targets at once. That is correct. And remember, each and every time Glorious hits somebody, the next person will take additional damage. So it's gonna be a lot of damage. Power pole dance. I'm not gonna say that word. I don't know how to say it. Sweep through the surrounding area with a power pole performance. Damage dealt increases the farther away enemies are. If hit during this skill, the first instance of damage will be halved. Gain energy defense up and movement speed up if hit by an energy attack. You gain strike defense up and movement speed up if hit by a strike attack. Can move while attacking. Activating a rush attack will cancel the skill. What this skill looks like to me is almost like a dash attack almost. Just a way to get closer to the enemy, which is a bit weird because, as I said, DAIMA Goku kind of acts as a ranged character. But remember, at first his range is not going to be the best due to how his rush attack works. So once he starts hitting people, then you slowly want to move backwards because you will have more ranges so you can zone out the enemy. But if you ever need to get close, Power Pole Dance is probably going to be your move in order to get close, get those auto attacks, and slowly but surely move out. Or if the enemy wants to move back, you move with them, and your increased range is going to help you out a lot. Does continuous damage throughout the attack. Also buff the user tremendously, and reduces damage of the first hit. Good for evading snipes. True, Azu is correct here. A bit difficult to predict these snipes. For example, bursting off against a Goku, Kamehameha activates almost instantly. So it's gonna be pretty hard in order to predict it, but if you can, it's gonna be really good. And with a Piccolo special beam, it's actually gonna be very, very good. Since special beam will have to be charged first by the Piccolo. So you should be able to use Goku's rush attack, or not rush attack, sorry, his power pole dance in order to get in. If you get hit with the special beam, you may not die. And if you don't die, then you probably will get the kill on the Piccolo, which is very, very good. Again, you're going to use this power pole dance in order to get in and activate your rush attacks. It can be coupled with Pansy's bomb attack for slightly bigger explosion. Like Goku, Goku Mini may suffer from the dropbacks of expelling all its moves at once, leaving them vulnerable to attacks. True, but if you use all of Goku or Mini Goku skills, you have that auto attack. So yeah, you're definitely gonna want to auto attack as Mini Goku, because that will probably be your main source of DPS as Mini Goku. Honestly, I think Pansy's bomb is most likely gonna be used for snipes, killing NPCs, and yeah, I think most of Mini Goku's DPS is gonna be rush attacks. I'll be honest. Now, Mini Goku's ultimate attack, also named Super Attack, Swift Spark. Transform into a Super Saiyan and dash towards a target position, unleashing a barrage of high-speed attacks. Gain immune to all from the start of the transformation until the dash forward. Following the barrage, move a set distance based on directional input and deal additional damage with an energy explosion. The farther away your target, the more AoE and movement range after the barrage increases. The more damage taken while immune to all, the more damage will be dealt by the final explosion. In my opinion, this is going to be a very good sniping attack. This is going to be a very good alternative to Power Pole Dance. It basically has the same effects as Power Pole Dance, but just seems much stronger. And another thing to say is that it says here transform into a Super Saiyan, but Mini Goku only lasts as a Super Saiyan until the ultimate is over. After that, he was transformed back to normal. So Mini Goku is not transforming. Works similarly to Goku's ground pounds. This was the ability that I was talking about, which you can combo with Kaioken, in which you can gain distance very quickly. But this has a nice gains immune to all damage, and based on all the damage you would have taken, increased damage heat. It gains more AoE and movement range the further away the enemy is when the attack begins. This is why I'm saying it's a pretty good snipe attack. And a pretty good, I would say, introduction ult when you're gonna enter a team fight. You may just want to activate this almost immediately, due to the fact you might not get a better chance to do it as Mini Goku due to the way his buffs work. I think you want to maximize his range, and the way to maximize his range is just by activating the ult when you see the enemy team, and you're just gonna do a lot of damage. And because Goku is immune to all, it's gonna be very hard for the enemy to even avoid you in team fights, to avoid further boosting the ultimate, due to the fact that if Goku Mini gets hit during the ultimate, he gets more powerful, and that's gonna be pretty hard in a team fight to avoid. So yeah, definitely a pretty good move, honestly, during team fights. Probably gonna want to activate it immediately. Only immune to all during transformation and start of dash. Afterwards, you could become vulnerable to snipes, which is true, although rarely happen probably, without much ability to counter since the move cannot be cancelled. And that's the video, everyone. We're gonna watch Azu's outro here, and I guess I'm gonna use that as the outro for my video as well. Because that's it. That's the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and again, thank you, Azu, for providing me with the opportunity to react to your video. We'll see if I continue to do more. And other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.